Today we're going to be working on a two-handed sidearm swing, similar to baseball with batting. We are going to start with a tee, but I'm going to show you some other ways if you don't have a tee at home, other ways you can still work on that sidearm swing if they can't hit a tossed ball. There's some other things we can do. Those videos are to come. First off, we're going to start with a tee. What I like to have the students do is we practice with the tee. We call it home plate. Get my trusty rag because a lot of times I have like a home base that I already have that's a poly spot. So I start with my rag, we put it by the tee. We square off. We know that if I'm right-handed, my pitcher is out here. So the person's going to be throwing the ball for not using a tee. The pitcher is out here. My left shoulder, if I'm right-handed, my left shoulder is the one that's closest to the pitcher. So when I pick up my bat, my right hand goes on top because I'm right-handed, my left hand on the bottom. My feet are facing home plate. They're not standing on home plate. We're about a foot back, facing home plate. My toes are pointed, knees are bent, right hand on top, left hand on the bottom. We're looking this direction, we're looking at our ball, and when we swing, we bring our bat back a little bit, and we bring our arms through and we swing through. They can take a step, that's even better if they can take a step, but if not, as long as their feet are shoulder width apart a little bit, they're not standing like this, we're not going like this. A lot of times my students like to hit up and down, they like to jab at the ball like this, or sometimes they just stand and they go like this. Bink. We want them to be ready. Feet shoulder width apart, toes pointing to home plate, not standing on it, pointing to home plate. Two hands on the bat, right hand on top, left hand on the bottom. I'm facing home plate, my shoulder is pointing to the pitcher that's out here. I'm this way, and I get ready to swing. I lean back a little bit, and I bring my shoulders, and I swing all the way around. So it's not just right here. We don't just do wrist action. It's our shoulders, torso, hips, everything gets involved. Back and swing all the way around. And it's hard to teach that step. Some of them do it automatically, but as long as we're getting this action here is what we want to see. Swinging all the way around. I'm going to bring Carly in now so that way you can see how we can help your child do this. One more thing, if they're left-handed, you can still face this direction. You just face whichever way the pitcher is going to go. So this time, if Carly was left-handed, I'd have her still come up this way, but our pitcher would be standing over here. She'd be hitting in that direction. Left hand on top, right hand on the bottom, feet shoulder width apart, toes pointing to home plate, and we swing through this direction. Gotta watch out so you don't hit anybody. So, Carly is my right-hander. That's okay, so I'm gonna put the bat on the ground. I always like to have the students pick the bat up first, so that way I can see which way they're gonna hold it and I can correct hand placement. Go ahead, Carly, pick up the bat. Very good, and as you can see, she picked up and she put her left hand on top. We wanna switch that around for her. Her right hand goes on the top, her left hand goes on the bottom. I know Carly for sure is right-handed, so that's why I'm switching. Her feet, we will adjust them apart. Her toes are pointing to the tee or home plate, as we like to call it. Oh, keep your feet apart, babe. Feet apart, feet apart. We put our ball here like this, and you can use whatever size ball you want. We have a small ball right here, but you can grab the little pitcher ball. Oh, hold on, Carly, hold on. You could grab even a handball. I've got a soccer ball right here that's this size, but you could grab a handball, stick it on top of the tee, something that might be a little bigger.
Too heavy.
It might be a little too heavy, but I'm just giving an example. A little bit of a bigger ball that's a little bit easier to hit. We're going to go ahead and use a small ball because it's a little lighter right now. Thank you, my dear. So here she goes. She's picked it up, and as you can see, the bat's a little backwards. Right hand on top, left hand on the bottom. Got to make sure those feet are apart. And I'm going to motor her through. So I keep my hands similar to hers. My right hand's on top, my left hand's on the bottom with hers. We bring our bat back and we swing through. Boom! Very nice. I have a few extra balls in my back here, so I'm just going to, stay right here, please. Stay right here. There we go. Now I'm going to let her do it. I'll fix her, I'll get her right, make sure her feet are pointing to home base. We're not standing on it. Feet are pointing. Not too far apart. Feet are a little bit apart. There we go. Bat back. And she's going to bat back, and she's going to try to swing through. There we go. Oh, and she made contact with the tee. Good job. We try to just make contact with the ball, but sometimes we swing a little low, and that's okay. So that is your two-arm side swing. Oh my gosh, two-handed side arm swing. I'm going to get that right. Two-handed side arm swing, hitting a ball off of a tee. We're swinging through like this. Making sure our shoulders, hips, everything rotates. Yes, baby?